is Marketing Tips for a Successful Relaunch. We're not starting yet, just saying hello and welcome to everyone. Hi, is that Mrs. Taiwo? Hi. Just been chatting. So good to see you, ma. Welcome. We're waiting for more people. Welcome, ma. Good afternoon. What a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
This is Marketing Tips for a Successful Relaunch. Okay. We'll be starting very shortly. Welcome everyone to our webinar, BCW's webinar. This is the fourth webinar out of 5, and we thank you for your time and for joining us. So we will be starting shortly. Thanks for coming.
Just wanted to say hello. And hello, Miss Kim. Good to see you.
Hello. Hi, Nicole. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to mute now.
I'm waiting for my cue to start. So
I think you can go ahead.
I can start now. All right then. So welcome everyone. A very warm welcome to BCW's 4th seminar. My name is Tia Diemo. I co-host, beg your pardon, I'm co-hosting this, but I'm actually a content creator for LCC Media. You can find more information about what we do at ladiescorner.ca. So this is my first time hosting. Kim, Anne, and the BCW team, they've spent weeks preparing for this. So if anything goes wrong, it's all my fault. I readily take the blame. So a little bit about BCW. Their mission is to empower Black Canadian women to explore, invest, and exercise leadership in Canadian society and beyond. BCW in Action is a hub for all Black women. Their vision is to promote Black Canadian women and girls to leadership in all sectors of the society by building self-esteem and confidence through conferences, workshops, and programs. And today I'm very pleased to introduce the speaker. She is not the speaker and presenter. She's not a stranger to most of you. She is Kim Ann Wilson. She is the president of A Savvy Sistah, a marketing management agency in Edmonton, which was established in 2015. She's the co-owner of Quick Fix Property Services Solution Incorporated, a property management company, and she's also the co-host of the podcast show, The Melanin Queenz, and the marketing director here at BCW in Action. She has a heart for women and a passion for service. Please join me in welcoming Kim Ann as she presents marketing tips for a successful relaunch. Thanks, Kim Ann. Over to you.
Thank you, T, for that. That was excellent. I'm super, super excited to be with you all this lunchtime. I haven't had lunch yet, as I've been preparing, as you can imagine. But please, you all do have your lunch and your notepad at the same time, because we are going to go and get some good information. We want you guys to leave this presentation, to leave this webinar armed with tools that you can use to really push your business forward, especially during these unprecedented time that we're currently in. So with that, I just wanted to make mention to, I guess, housekeeping things. I do run a interactive presentation, so I do welcome comments, questions, interactions. So if I do ask a question, please answer. And you can do that at the bottom of your screen. There's a reactions button. And if you click that, you can see a thumbs up, a clap, that kind of thing. So if I ask a question, do give a thumbs up to show your yes, or you can type in the chat box, yes or no, to answer, because that will help me in how and what I deliver today, because at the end of the day, this presentation is for you. So I want to make sure that you leave this with the most accurate information and something that you can actually use for yourself. So do feel free to comment and stuff like that. Right. So that being said, I guess we can start with practicing this reactions button and trying some things out here. So I did want to ask a question here within the room for everyone here. Like, how many of you are actual business owners? Like, you have your business. How many of you have your business? You can do the reactions. You can type in the chat box, yes, no, not yet, thinking about it, whatever that status is for you regarding business ownership. So let me know, because I need to know how many of you are business owners with the content I'll share, right? So I'll give you a minute to do that. Okay, in the process of creating it. Okay, I have launched. Okay, Grant, you've raised your hand. Okay, awesome. In the process, Nicole. Okay, cool. So far, that's about 5 of you who are business owners or thinking about starting a business. Anybody else? Safia, okay, you too. Okay, cool. That's good. 1 yes. Okay, so 50% of you are business owner thinking about it and doing that. So that's pretty good. That helps me in what I'll be sharing today. So, and I know, perfect, awesome. So there should be a poll on your screen right now as well that T, the host, is going to launch. And it's basically going to gauge a little bit more from me. So the questions will be like, during this stage of COVID-19 relaunch, are you thinking of, are you reopening your business? Will you be waiting until things are a little bit more clearer? Or are you closing shop if you've been in business for a while? So take a moment and answer those questions, and that will help me as well, like I said. So the more I hear from you is the better this presentation is gonna be, right? So I'll wait to see that from everybody. Okay. New business, okay, nice. That's awesome. A lot of new business owners here. Congratulations. I mean, this COVID-19 I think it's been a catalyst for people wanting to go out and do their own thing, right? Like, I mean, you've had the time. Okay. Nope, Fatou, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name. What if, since your business is not registered yet, doesn't matter. If you're selling something, if you're providing a service, you're a business owner, right? Whether it's done through the way of legality in terms of being completely registered, you're still a business owner. So, and it's just a matter of time for you to go and do that. So please do answer the questions. And I guess you can show the results now, T, for the poll, so we can see what is.
How do I do that?
Say that again.
How do I do that?
Okay, so it shows, let me have a look. End it, if you end it and then share. So there you go. So
I see.
50% are reopening, half waiting, which is expectable, right? I mean, some of us are unsure as to what's gonna happen, so it's good to wait. And then some are reopening because at the end of the day, you're in business to make money, right? So that makes sense. What type of business do you own? Half is product focused, half is offering services. What stages are you in? You're in your startup, in business for a year, in business over a year. So majority of you are in business for over 2 years, which is excellent. And then in business for 1 year, a couple of people, a startup, still a few people. So that's good to know. It's really good to know, which is awesome. A lot of new businesses and stuff like that. So that's pretty fantastic. Thank you guys for participating in that and letting me know where you stand in terms of business. So I'll dive right in and share my screen so we can start this presentation. Can you confirm that you're seeing my screen just with a raise a hand or a comment here or there? Perfect. Lovely. Awesome. So again, thank you guys for confirming that. Again, I am the president of A Savvy Sistah, which is a marketing management company right here in Edmonton. So thank you for joining this webinar today. I'll go through and give you guys some really good nuggets here. So just a little quick background about SASS. So SASS was launched in April 2015. And since then, we've been working with an exclusive clientele, not really marketing ourselves and promoting ourselves to the public because of capacity. But since then, we've grown and now we have 3 employees, myself being one as the president/consultant. We have a content strategist and a designer/assistant. So we're definitely growing, and I'm happy and proud to say that we're all women. So it's 100% women run and Black women owned, right? So that's pretty awesome, and I'm proud of that. So again, the kind of clients we serve are nonprofits, entrepreneurs, coaches. We do work for churches, professionals, business owners, and international companies as well. So I'm super excited about that. And what we do design and print work. So if you're looking for a flyer to be created, we definitely do that. Creative strategy work. So if you're trying to figure out what kind of approach you should take to meet your target market, we can definitely sit down with you and really help you focus on your niche and how you can reach them. Website development, we do social media management. So whether it's creating your social media platforms, creating content for those social media, and creating the strategy that you want to take to meet your business goals, we do that. Marketing management, so from branding to social media and everything in between, we do as well. Branding materials, so your logo, your business cards, all that kind of stuff we do. We offer workshops, as you can see, we're doing right now. We do that as well. And event hosting and speaking, you can definitely reach out to us if you have any interest with that. So today we are going to give you 4 marketing insights. And it looks like a few items, but it's actually a lot. In marketing, no one term is just clear cut. Like you can go deep into it, right? To get the knowledge and expertise that you need and to grow. So the 4 marketing insights we're going to focus on today is going digital, attracting potential customers, engaging with your current customers, and building your network. Especially during COVID-19 right now, these are things you need to be focusing on for a successful relaunch. So we'll dive right into the first one. The first one is going digital, and this is broken out into 4 different other categories. But the first topic we're going to focus on is creating an online portfolio. Now, what is an online portfolio, you're asking? So an online portfolio is basically your online presence. So you as a business owner, you need to have an online presence so that people can find you. If people can't find you, you're kind of non-existent. And I know, especially in our community, we're more in the social media aspect of things rather than having a complete and overall presence online. But I'm gonna give you an analogy. If as a mechanic, say for instance, there's a mechanic in the room. If you are, raise your hand, that would be awesome. As a mechanic is gonna go out and, you know, try and find clients, try and find people to come to his shop. Now, it would be counterproductive for him to go to a gaming site or a clothes site to place an ad, because his customers aren't there. His ideal customers aren't there. His ideal target audience isn't there. It's more effective and efficient for him to place ads on a car website, right? It's where cars break down. They'll need a mechanic. They need to come to my shop. So that's where you need to be. You need to be present on the platforms that your audience uses. That's what we mean by having an online portfolio, an online presence. And I want to draw to this statistics that 90% of consumers check your online presence before they actually make a purchase. And that statistics taken from the sources of all my data is on the presentation, so you can fact check if you like as well for yourself. But that's pretty astonishing to know that 90% of consumers, they go online and they search they scour in the internet to find you, to see what you do, to see what you offer, to see your consistency, to see the presence that you have before they decide to even engage with you, right? So that is something that you need to look at. And creating your online portfolio, it does these awesome things for you. It builds your brand awareness, right? It gets your name out there. It gives you credibility because it shows that you know what you're talking about and there's a track record of that, right? It creates accessibility to your business, to your products, to your service that you're offering, because you're not available to be answering the call 24/7, to be going here and there 24/7. At the end of the day, you get a wider reach when you're online, right? So if you're not online, if you don't have a strong presence online, you're hurting yourself and you're hurting your business. So that online portfolio helps to build your community as well and your network in turn. And it also gives you the opportunity to showcase your brand personality. Like every brand has a personality, and you get to show that personality through your online presence. So for me, my brand personality is jovial, easygoing, creative, and professional at the same time. And that is shown throughout all my social platforms. You'll see me laughing and acting a goof sometimes. But when it comes to business, we get serious and we show our professionalism through our creativity and the work that we deliver, right? And the last but not least thing that I want to highlight in terms of your online portfolio and your online presence is that you can track, you can see what works and what doesn't, right? Like with social media, with websites, with all that kind of stuff, when it comes to online, you can see what works and what not through analytics. So if you're used to, posting text or images or videos, you can go back and see which one of those items or content is actually producing you more engagement. So then you can focus on doing just that rather than trying to do all things. And we all know that, having your hand in 100 pots doesn't give you the best food, or whatever that saying, you know what I'm trying to say there. So that's that. So the next part of going digital I want to highlight is that you can explore online sales. Now, during COVID-19, obviously everything was shut down, right? For months, there was no retail sales going on except for essential stores being open, right? I found this statistic really, really phenomenal, that e-commerce sales went up 120%. And that is up until June. So we're in July now, right? So just like a few weeks ago, this is the stats that was taken. Online sales went up 120% compared to the same time last year. So if you are not online, I'm going to stop there. If you're not online, y'all need to figure that out for yourself. You need to figure out how to get online. But the good thing is that I've created a list for you of some of the free or low cost resources that you can use to get yourself online in terms of sales. And T, if you can just drop that link in the group chat, it's the link for the sign up. And basically it's a list of resources. So example, Shopify is one tool you can use to get yourself online in terms of sales. Etsy is another one. Wix is another one, right? So there's a list for you, and email marketing tools. We'll talk about that later. But if you just, that link that's in the group chat, if you just go in there, put your name and your email address, I'll send you the resource list afterwards, just for you to start looking at some of the things that's available to you to get your products online, to get your services online. And it doesn't take a lot. A lot of people think it's super, super overwhelming, but it's not. It's just, you just need direction, right? You just need direction. So you can definitely reach out to me. We can help you with that as well. But if you're not online, you're hurting yourself. There you go. The statistics shows 120% online sales during COVID, and it's not going to stop, right? Now people are getting normal in terms of using online sales and doing things more online and virtually. So it's not something that's going to revert back. It's going to continue and it's going to grow into the future. So if you're not already, you want to get on it right now. That's for sure. So in going digital during COVID, you definitely want to be seen on other platforms as well. So whether it's a product that you have or a service that you're offering, these are some of the ways you can be seen on other platforms. Again, remember, people are going to look for you on social, online first before they want to even engage with your business or engage with you as a brand. So be seen on other platforms so you can seek out partnership opportunities. And when I say partnership opportunities, I'm not saying to give half of your business to somebody else. No, what I'm saying is look for complementary accounts. Example, say for instance, if you're on Instagram and you do hair, you're going to look for some of the hair salons within your area that you can kind of partner with, in a sense that you guys can cross promote each other, right? So they share your stuff, you share theirs, you're seen on their platforms, and it'll be even bonus if that hair salon has way more followers than you, right? So that's another way you can do it. Being seen on other platforms definitely helps you in the long term, because your content and what you put out will be shared in other places, right? So it gives you that broader reach. Ask to be featured. A lot of accounts out there do offer that option to, if you send us a message, we'll feature whatever you have to offer, right? Don't be afraid to ask. There's a saying, if you never ask, the answer would always be no, right? So as a business owner, you've already gone through the gate. You made that leap of faith and you jumped into it head on, right? And I remember someone posted that they haven't even registered their business yet. That's a huge leap of faith. So if you've done that and you've gone that far out there, why not go the extra mile and ask to be featured? Bother people, ask them, say, hey, this is what I have to offer. Will you be, are you open to just putting this out, sharing it with your network? Just send it out. If they don't, that's okay. At the end of the day, you've tried. Out of 100, maybe one repost it or two. But at the end of the day, that's 100% more reach than if you tried to do it on your own, right? So definitely ask to be featured. Tag and mention people. Bonus, if these people are like, they have 100 million followers or whatever the case may be, tag them. Chances are they'll repost your content if it's relevant and valuable and it offers the solution. So example, you go into business, right? You go into business because you believe you have a product or service that will answer a question or solve a problem, right? I hope that's why you're going into business. If you haven't figured that out yet, then you need to sit down and figure out your why. Why are you doing this business? Why are you going out there and offering this service? What need am I meeting and what problem am I solving, right? So if you're solving a problem and you're doing it phenomenally, then yes, by all means, go out and tag and mention and ask for that feature, because you have the solution to an identified problem that you know that people are having, right? So that's something you need to focus on as well. Using relevant hashtags. A lot of people don't go on social media and search, example, hair salons. Probably not, right? they'll probably search the hashtag Black hairstyles or 2020 hairstyle trends or something like that, right? In terms of searches. So you want to identify and use the hashtags that's relevant to your business or product. Like for me, for marketing, my hashtags are digital marketing, marketing consultant, marketing strategist. So when people are looking for certain things and they use these hashtags, my stuff will come up, right? So you as a business owner need to sit down and figure out what those hashtags would be. And these hashtags are really key words to your business, like key services, key words people would search to find your product. And I haven't checked the chat, but I'll pause right here to take any questions from anybody regarding some of what I've said. T, is there any questions?
Yes. Oh, someone said they have a question. Go on.
Hi. So you might have mentioned it before, but I had to step away. Does your company help with trademarking products?
So you mean going through the legal route of getting your products trademarked?
That's right.
No, we don't offer any service to that per se, but we can give you guidance.
Do you recommending trademarking your products?
Yes, but it depends on the product. So maybe it's a conversation we'd have to take off air.
Okay.
Because it depends on the product itself before we can say, yeah, definitely go and do that, right? So yeah, we can connect afterwards.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
I think that's it.
Okay, so I will continue since there's no other questions. Let me get back to this one. So yeah, so the other one, for moving on from hashtags, engage with other profiles. So if you're, again, going back to the analogy of being a hairstylist or I do hair, I want to engage with profiles that have a similar resemblance to what I'm offering or maybe complementary. So if you're someone that makes hair ties or stuff like that, and they make a comment on a particular post, go on there and make comments. Share your ideas, share your knowledge, share your expertise, and you'll find that will build your credibility and it will highlight your knowledge, right? And your expertise on this particular issue. Another thing is explore online directories. So for your particular product or your particular service, there are pretty much 97% sure that there's probably a directory out there that lists different businesses that offer this service. Right? Example, the e-commerce, the e-commerce, Edmonton Chamber of Commerce, whatever, that's one. You can definitely try exploring having your business listed there. And then there's like associations. So if you are a professional, obviously be listed on your professional sites, that kind of thing. So definitely explore directories that you can list your business on or your products. And that's another way to be seen on other platforms as well. So another thing in going digital is running online ads. Now,
Sorry.
Say that again, sorry.
There's a question. I've got two questions here. Sorry for interrupting the presentation.
Okay.
So Ginny wanted to ask about trademarking as well. And then Fatu was asking, what if it wasn't applicable? What if what she has is not applicable in the poll questions? I think these are the two questions that I've seen.
Okay. Yeah. So Jeannie, the trademarking one, again, I think it's unique to what you have to offer. So it's maybe a conversation we can take offline and discuss later.
Sure, definitely. I will definitely reach out to you. Thank you so kindly.
No problem. Awesome. So running online ads, thanks T for that, by the way. So running online ads is another way for you to grow your business, right? And a lot of people think that doing advertisements is super, super expensive. Traditionally, yes. But now with this global age and the World Wide Web, it's a lot cheaper than trying to do traditional advertisements. For example, like TV ads or radio ads. Online ads is really, really cost effective, and it will really get your business the attention it needs. So this is something you definitely need to look into for yourself as well. So some things you can do with Is everyone hearing me?
Yes, we can now.
Perfect. So one thing I wanted to say is that you can control your reach when it comes to online ads in terms of really pinpointing your target audience. You have control over who sees your ad, who sees your product, who sees the service you have to offer, right? Which is something that is not necessarily the same when it comes to traditional advertising. You don't really know who's going to see your ad or hear it, right? But with online ads, you have control over that. Another thing is that you can see the reach, you can see the investment, you can see the engagement, you can see the results, right? Because with online ads, you can see the report of what was done, who saw it, where they are, the age group of who saw it. So it gives you insights into your ad. So this is something you can definitely look into, and it's adjustable. So at any given point in time, you can change things up. Maybe you're like, maybe I don't want to focus on just men or just women. Maybe I want to open my range to offering it to everybody. You can change it at any time. So it's controllable. You have a wider reach, because at the end of the day, online ads is global, right? Whereas traditional ad is more focused on a local area, right? So traditionally, you can probably put something in a newspaper and it only stays within Edmonton. Whereas online ads, you have the opportunity for people in China to see it, or Dominican Republic to see it. So there's no limitations there. And I want to highlight some of these statistics that I found that I thought was pretty unique. So 27% of internet users say they find new products and brands through paid social ads. Now, 27% is not a lot, but 27% compared to zero is a lot to me, if you ask. So 27% of users say they find new products, new brands through paid social ads. So that's the ads you put out there, and they click on it. They're like, oh, I didn't know this thing existed, and it's right here in Edmonton. Who would have thought? So that's pretty good. 23% say a brand with high engagement is more compelling to buy from. So when we were talking about creating that engagement, being seen on multiple platforms, this gives confidence to the consumer, because it shows credibility. It shows that you know what you're talking about and you're an expert in your field. So this will encourage them to actually buy from you. So when it comes to engagement, you definitely want to do that. When it comes to being seen on other platforms, that's something you definitely want to take advantage of as well. 13% of internet users say that a buy button would increase their likelihood of purchasing on social. Now, what a buy button? So you have the ad and then nothing. Like, you don't tell people what to do. Social media, online media in general, is successful because it tells people what to do. It tells them what they want them to do. So if I'm gonna put an ad out there and then I don't tell you what I want you to do, obviously that's not successful, because I'm not gonna see the results. So if I put an ad and I say, buy now, I'm telling you exactly what to do. I want you to buy from me. If I put an ad and I say, sign up, I'm telling you exactly what I want you to do and the action I need you to take. But if I just put the ad with nothing for you to do, that's a fail. That's 100% fail, because you've just wasted money, right? And then 13% of people say they will purchase if they see that button. So in other words, what they're saying, they want you to tell them what to do. So don't be afraid to ask for the sale. Once again, if you don't ask, the answer will always be no, right? So ask for exactly what you want, be clear, and don't go around the bush, in a sense. Don't say, oh, if you like, or if you want to check it out. No, tell them to buy, full stop. And as you can tell, I'm pretty blunt. So if if you're not liking how I'm talking, let me know. But at the end of the day, you're here to know how to make your business successful, and this is what you do. You need to be blunt and tell people what you want them to do. And I think there's a question.
Yes, there's a question. How do you use hashtags? It's from Andrea. And what are the platform options we have to use?
Right. Great questions. Hashtags, great questions. And platforms, another good question. So in terms of what platforms you need to use, again, it's based on your own business. So it depends on what you have to offer and where your audience are, right? The first slide I showed is you need to be where your audiences are. So if I'm going to give a different analogy. So if I'm an accountant, right, I need to be where I know people are looking to find an accountant. So as an accountant, I definitely 100% need to be on LinkedIn, right? Because that's where professionals are, that's where businesses are, and that's my target market. People with businesses that needs to budget and balance, and they need bookkeeping, that kind of thing. So I need to be on LinkedIn. Also for professionals, entrepreneurs, I need to be on LinkedIn. So 100% LinkedIn would be my first, my preferred platform. And then Facebook, Instagram. Instagram I say last because of the target market, right? So platform options, there's tons of platforms out there. I'm not gonna list them all, but it's unique to your particular business, and that's something you need to figure out when you're doing your marketing strategy or your social media strategy. You highlight what platforms will be best for your business based on your target audience. So I hope that answers your questions regarding platform. So then regarding hashtags, again, hashtag is specific to your business. So I wouldn't use, as a marketing consulting agency, I wouldn't use accounting tips as an hashtag because I have nothing to do with accounting. I'm marketing. So everything marketing are hashtags I'd like to use. There's tools out there that you can use to help you highlight what your hashtags should be. Some of them are Google AdWords. Another one is WordStream. So those are some of the tools you can use to help you figure out what your hashtags should be. Now, you can sit down and think about this for yourself. Like if you put yourself in your customer's shoes, right? So take off your business hat for a second, put yourself in your customer's shoes, your ideal customer's shoes, and think, if they're gonna sit down and go on Google and type in something to find your business, what is it that they're gonna type, right? So if I'm an accountant, I'm gonna put on a business person's hat, right? As someone who's looking for an accountant, I'm gonna go into Google and type in best accountants in Edmonton, right? Or accountants that work with trademarking, right? So based on these words that I'm searching, from that, I would use for my keywords or my hashtags, right? So part of that keywords or the searches I just used would be best accountant in Edmonton. That could be a hashtag, best accountant in Edmonton, or in YEG, or whatever, to shorten it for the hashtags. And the other one would be trademark accountant, right? As the other search that I looked for. So trademark accountant would be a hashtag, right? So that's how you use hashtags. It's using the keywords that people would search to find you and creating it into a hashtag so that when they do search it, you come up, right? Once we have the hashtags, what's the next step? It's including it in everything that you do. So if you put something out on Instagram, definitely include your hashtags, right? So that when people go on and they search that particular hashtag, whatever you posted will come up and they'll find you that way. So those are my answers regarding those two questions. So, and I hope that answers it, Andrea. So moving on, I wanted to highlight this snapshot here. And it's basically the social path people take when it comes to making a purchase. Now, statistics shows that there's 18 touch points that consumers make with the business before they make a decision to purchase. So they'll have to get in contact with your business 18 times before they decide to make a purchase, which is kind of mind-boggling, right? Like they'll have to engage with a post, see your messages, send you an email, call you, check your website, like 18 times, different touch points with your business before they decide to make a purchase. Now, this here shows how a consumer go through making a decision to purchase through different channels. So the first one shows how many percentage of people follow this path. So The one I want to highlight is they research your products online through your social networks. So 50% of people between the ages of 16 and 24 say this is what they do. They go and research your products online first through what you have on social. So if it's Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it is, and from there they go to your website, this is the path that they take. So this is pretty interesting to note that people are going to look for you online first before they actually even go to your website and make a purchase. So this is something you guys need to pay attention to. Just wanted to draw that. So I want to give a word of inspiration, something to kind of stir you up a little bit. And it's that, and you've heard this many times, people don't buy what you're selling. Full stop. They don't buy what you have to sell because there's a million other people out there selling exactly what you're selling, right? They buy the story behind why you're selling it. So the reason why you're selling this particular product or services is the reason why people will buy. So the story that you have is why people will buy, and that's something you need to highlight in all your marketing, your why. Not the what, it's the why. So make sure you highlight that. They're buying your why, not your what. Moving on, attracting potential customers. We don't have a lot of time. Attracting potential customers, obviously social media is a big way to do this. And we talked about the platforms thing already. It's specific to what you're selling. It's specific to your product or service. I can't tell you all to go on Facebook. I can't tell you all to make sure you have an Instagram account, because your profile, your business, that might not be the correct platform for you, because that's not where your audience is, right? So it's something you need to sit down and figure out, where are my audience? Again, the example of the accountant, their main focus is not going to be Instagram. Their main focus is going to be LinkedIn. And then for the mechanic, maybe their main focus is Facebook or Instagram, because they're able to show people what they do, what they have, right? So it's totally up to the business or the service that you offer will determine the platform that you have. It's not the opposite way around. It's your business type and your audience. Take the time to listen to the audience in your target market for insights on what problems they're facing. Social media is an amazing tool to listen to your audience, because people are quick to voice their problems, which is sad to say, but they're very quick to voice their problems on social media. And as a business owner, you need to have your ear to the ground, listening to what their problems are, so that it can pitch your solution to them in the right way and in the language that they speak. So if they're having issues with time management and you're a consultant, and they pinpoint a particular reason why they're having that issue, as a consultant, you can speak back to them in the language that they spoke and offer your service, right? So social media is a really good way for you to do that, and attracting customers, because you're listening and then you're putting out your solution that way. Showcasing your industry knowledge obviously is a way for you to attract your customers, because the more you show your knowledge and your expertise and your in what you know in your industry, is the more customers are going to come to you, because obviously you've already established yourself as the go-to person for this particular issue, right? You get to show your brand personality. Again, people want to know who they're going to work with. So if you're someone, or your business is something that is going to be structured and conservative and very to the point and very professional, you definitely want to showcase that in everything that you do, right? So it's consistent. So example with the accountant is pretty serious, right? And it's serious business because you're dealing with money. So I'm not really going to go on there and expect to see a picture of a laughing cat. Like, that's a total disconnect, right? I want to see about budgeting. I want to see about finances. I want to see about investments. I want to see about the economy, the stock market, that kind of thing, right? That's what I'm expecting to see on your social platforms, not a laughing cat. So you need to be true to your brand and your personality. And again, acknowledge their problem, right? People is going to draw more to you if they know that you understand them, right? If there's a disconnect in terms of not language, in terms of how you speak, but in terms of what you're selling and why I need to buy from you, then they're not going to buy from you. You need to acknowledge their problem, like in terms of, I understand that you're going through XYZ. This is why we offer this to you, so that you can solve this problem. Then they're more to listen, if you acknowledge your problem and you can provide solutions for that. Another thing I want to talk about in terms of attracting potential customers is the last point. Video is here to stay. Now, there's a lot of statistics about video, especially during COVID-19. During COVID-19, videos were shared 1,200 times more than text and links combined. Now, that's a huge stat, like 1,200 times more videos were shared. And a lot of people I know have, they're camera shy and they're doubting, oh, I don't look good and this, that, the other. Nobody cares about how you look. They're listening to what you have to say. Like legit, nobody cares about how you look. As long as you can solve my problem and you have something for me, I'm gonna listen. You could be in a garbage bag. I don't care. If you have something that I can use right now to help me and my business or my life, I am listening. So y'all need to get over yourselves. And if you have something to offer, offer it, okay? It's not about you. At the end of the day, you're not in business to serve yourself. You're in business to serve others. So you need to have that mindset and go out there and serve. The other thing is videos earn 10 times more engagement in general. So if you're only sticking to text or image, then you need to kind of, again, get over yourself and start producing some videos. Now, what kind of videos should I post? There's so many. There's so many kind of videos that you can create. If you're someone that makes things with your hands, you can create how it's made videos. This is how it's made, a journey, how you find your inspiration, what it is that you're gonna focus on. You can do behind the scenes videos, and these videos don't have to be long and professional and done by a studio. No, people don't want that. They want to see realness. So just use your phone, but make sure the quality is not so bad in terms of sound and the shakiness and all that. It's relatively good, then you're fine, right? If you're a professional, an accountant, or someone of that nature, you can create educational content videos, right? So you can give information on a particular category. So an accountant can give a webinar like this, 30 seconds, really quick tips on how to trademark your product, right? So these are just examples of what kind of videos you can create for your business or your product. Obviously, it's a product, super easy. You can do videos of your products, right? And people buying your product, testimonials, that kind of thing. If you're an author, because I know an author is in the room, right? You can do videos of testimonials or of you sharing a particular journey or a chapter in the book. Talk a little bit more about why you wrote that piece. So video is like huge and it has the potential to go viral. So a well-crafted, compelling video content is among the most powerful online advertising tools out there, right? Video, people remember videos. It lasts longer and it's shared more frequently than any other media. So if you're not doing video, maybe start. If you're still not comfortable or convinced, maybe get somebody else to do it for you. What I mean by that is, if you have a teenage daughter or boy or your neighbor who doesn't mind, someone who's more social media savvy, maybe you can do the video and direct them in terms of what you want them to do, and they can do it for you. So don't be scared about this. At the end of the day, like I said, you're here to serve your customers, right? And you're here to show them that you know what you're talking about. You have something that they need and they need to get it from you. Andrea says I'm guilty of that one. Of hiding behind the camera or not wanting to do the camera. Yeah, okay. So here's some more statistics regarding video consumption during COVID-19. So videos watched during COVID-19 obviously definitely rose. Like people are home, right? So they're bored and have nothing to do. So 85% more entertainment content were consumed. Creators content. So creators are me and you. We create our own content, right? So that kind of content was consumed 34% more compared to last year. So there you go. If that's not encouragement for you in getting into this space, then I'm sorry. Another thing, so engage with your current customers. Don't neglect what you currently have. What you have is gold, right? If it's only 3, it's still gold, because that 3 can grow and it can multiply, and that 3 can go out and tell more. So you definitely want to nurture what you have, even if it's a little seed right now. Nurture it so it can grow and develop and expand, right? So you can post like answer question periods, right? So a lot of people do this through lives, or they'll post something like a frequently asked question or a Q&A session, that kind of thing, to engage with your current customers. Reintroduce yourself, or if you've never done it, introduce yourself as the face behind the business, as the owner, the president, whatever it is. Introduce yourself, right? And say who you are, why you do what you do, and why this business is. Right? Again, people don't buy what you have to sell, they buy why you're selling it. So you definitely want to highlight that. So these are some of the ways you can engage with your current customers. You can run promotions and discounts. Like this will never die. Promotions and discounts would never die. This is something that's going to live on forever. So offer promotions and discounts, 10%, or buy one, get one free, or if you get this service, we'll add this service on for free, or if you buy this book, we'll give you a pen for free. Whatever your promotion or offer looks like, it's for you to think about and work with. You can offer contests and quizzes. So I'm sure you've seen this somewhere on social media, Instagram, where they say, if you follow us, you will be entered into a draw to win X, Y, and Z. And it will be announced on this date, blah, 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 blah. Those get so much engagement because people want to win stuff. Who doesn't like freebies? Nobody. Everybody likes free stuff. And if it's a contest to win, or if it's a really intriguing quiz, they're going to want to engage and share and stuff like that. So that's something you can do as well. Last but not least, especially during COVID, offer your services for free. Like choose something random that you would like to do for the public. And this really goes to show to credibility and build trust with your community and for your brand and your business, because you identify that there's a need, and regardless of what the economy is looking like, you're willing to offer an extended hand of doing something for free. Now, I'm not telling you to give everything for free, right? Maybe you offer like a 30-minute free consultation, which I'm offering, by the way, anybody who wants. My details will be after. But offering like a free consultation, if you're a professional or someone that's more service focused, offering a free pen with if they buy a product that you sell, or if they buy the dress that you make, you'll give them a free, I don't know, eyelash, whatever the case may be. If they get one service, if you're a hair salon and if they get their hair done, whatever, they can get the next service free or 50% off or something, right? So offering something for free also pays in your favor. Like they say, you have to give to get, right? So bear that in mind as well. When you're trying to get out there, you have to extend an outward before you can pull it back in from the inside. So have fun with it when you're engaging. Have fun. This will help build your connection, and it will also help you be seen out there. Remember, we talked about being seen on multiple